What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. I thought we would come down here. I had to drop my kid off at his school so we can do, they're going to go to a basketball game. So I was like, let me, if I have an opportunity to make a video, then I will take that opportunity. And so here we are. So I don't have, of course, nothing to talk about. So we're just going to have to see what's going on the blogs real quick.
I sponsor the blog.
I'm not sure what's happening, but I've been seeing like little clips. I saw one clip of this woman kicking her niece out of her house because of the way she was dressed, and she didn't want her dressed a certain way around her husband. We know the story, right? Insecure woman in a relationship with a man who feeds on her insecurities by being ain't shit, and every woman, in order to accommodate his ain't shitness, every woman and girl around need to accommodate and modify their behaviors because your nigga ain't shit. So that's one of the clips that I saw. And then I saw a clip of this woman saying that, okay, so DJYamkademiks, the one that looks like a yam, it looks like a little bloated yam. He was in an interview. Maybe it was that nigga who looks like he smells like two skunks fucking in an onion patch. Adam 22. I don't know if it was that. I don't know if he was in a interview with him, but he was in an interview with somebody. And he was talking about how a girl that he was dating, which was a black girl. I do not believe. I don't know. I don't see black girls going dating or trying to talk to academics. I just don't see it. I think they can smell the popcorn from a mile away. I see academics with white Latinas. That's who I see academics with. White Latinas and white girls. Yep, that's who I see. I don't see black girls. So maybe being friendly with him, but I don't even know how a woman can be friends with a man who clearly does not like women. Like he's one of those can I get a hug ass niggas who resents women because he has to pay. He has to have money in order for women to pay attention to him. And he hates women because of that. He wish he could just pull a woman and be broke. One of them broke fine niggas. But he ain't. He's one of those niggas that have to have money in order for women to look at him. Kind of like Rick Ross. I don't understand how Rick Ross is with that girl who's a quote unquote fitness model, and you with this fat, slovenly looking ass nigga. Nigga look like he drools buckets in his sleep, okay? So you're mad because you know that a woman would not look at you otherwise. Same with all these niggas. That's all these niggas. They hate y'all because they want to be able to pull you without having any money. But as soon as two men start arguing, what's the first thing they start talking about? My money, I got more money than you, nigga. I got more money than you. Right? That's what they love to do. Start calculating their pockets, doing accounting and shit. But if a woman wants a man with money and they're ugly, these cute broke ones, the girls don't want them. Y'all only good for dick. Right? Cause girl, let me shut up. But the ugly ones, they go and get money. And so now you're tricked into being with an ugly nigga simply because he has money. You thought you was going to go after that car? Why did you think you was going to go after that car when I had the right of way? Numbskull. And so this black girl, so in the interview, Academics says that he was dating this girl. She came over. They had some drinks, and apparently he woke up and saw his surveillance video of her having sex with two of his homeboys. And we just not cool. I mean, she was having sex. It's on the surveillance. And so the girl came out and said, I was actually assaulted by your friends. And when I kind of woke up, I was blacked out, I guess. She said she was blacked out. And when I woke up, you were on me too, Academics. So she is also accusing him of RAPE. Okay. Then he goes and releases I guess, some video of surveillance footage of him exiting this room. And in the background, you literally hear these screams. And what it sounds like is a woman screaming. And at some point, you hear her say, "Why did you do this to me?" And then you see Akademiks walk from outside of, walk into the room coming from the outside, wherever these screams are coming from. And so this black girl gets on the internet and says, I'm going to get my stuff together. Y'all assaulted me. Y'all assaulted me. If you have surveillance footage that you haven't deleted yet, your surveillance footage caught that girl being allegedly raped. And based on his behavior, involuntary celibacy, okay, I wouldn't put it past, honestly, I wouldn't put sexual assault or RAPE past any man. I wouldn't. You would have to prove to me that you didn't. She wouldn't have to prove to me that you did. You would have to prove that you didn't. That's what you would have to prove. That's it. You would have to prove your innocence, because what I would believe it. If I was a juror and I looked at him and knew his thing, I'd be like, "Listen, judge, I can't give any unbiased, because I know who this nigga is. This is yam looking." And so we'll see what happens, but that's the latest. That's the latest that I had. I don't know if anything else, but that video, I'm not going to even play it, because it's like a woman screaming, and that's just too much. That's just too much. I'm going to see if there's any news on him. Can we finally cancel him for real? DJYamkademiks assault allegations drama explain as alleged victim speaks out. Okay, trigger warning. This article contains mentions of SA and the media attached may be disturbing. Reader's discretion is advised. DJYamkademiks is facing severe assault allegations. As a former partner, Zaya Abashi claimed in a YouTube short posted on Saturday that the podcaster and his friends SA'd and RAPED her. The woman's video came as a response to Akademiks claiming that he had once caught a girl who was having intercourse with his friends while he was passed out. Abashi also stated that a R kit was done. She was outraged by the allegations. People claimed that Akademiks had released his story to go ahead of her narrative. Social media users support the woman's claim and hope she received justice. One Instagram user comment, "Can we finally cancel him for real? This is disgusting." Last few days in the previous month of the year are bringing Akademiks nothing but trouble. The story began when Akademiks spoke on inviting a woman to his house on Off the Record with DJYamkademiks podcast. He claimed that he passed out that night, and when he checked the security footage in the morning, he allegedly caught the woman having a threesome with his friends. Akademiks claim he allegedly confronted the woman about it and asked her to get tested. So you find out that a girl that you were with has slept with two of your friends, and you tell her to go get tested. He alleged that the woman initially denied having intercourse with his friends. If you're accusing a woman of having intercourse with somebody and she's telling you she didn't, and you saw surveillance footage that said she did, then that to me I would think, oh, sounds like she's been assaulted, because if she doesn't remember and you saw footage of her being assaulted, but she's telling you no, she didn't, but you have video footage, obviously she doesn't remember. Maybe she was blacked out. He alleged that she denied the information until he showed her the video. The woman then filed charges against the men. which led to a raid on Academics' house. Academics further revealed that nobody got charged for the situation as there was not enough evidence to show a RAPE had taken place. After the podcast, the woman claimed that Academic's story was wrong. The woman alleged that the podcaster was lying. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me, whether or not you got drunk or not. I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You R'd me and an R kit was done. She alleged that Academics had known her for 2 years and further added, you know what? I'm going to come back with my own story. Is this what you wanted? You're about to get it. I've been quiet for too long. A video released by a Twitter user allegedly shows Academics' girlfriend smashing his friends in his house. It went viral. The footage showed Academics walking into a room while a woman's screams can be heard in the background. However, Academics stated that the video was fake news, he stated. It says fake news as F. This is what he said to the video. This video is a drunk woman who never got smashed by nobody's friends. She's screaming because she's seen blog posts of a clip of me talking about her and made her look bad. Netzians believe the allegations. They're outraged at the alleged allegations. People claim that Academics is guilty and trusted the words of the alleged victim. He was trying to get his story out first. I absolutely believe her. Seems like he got a case coming up and he wanted to get ahead of it. I'm sorry, her tone in her voice and facial expressions look very believable. Girl, he said right after talking about the incident, Academics alleged he went on to claim that the ex-girlfriend had cheated on him and even stole $500,000 from his house. He even claimed she had searched for leverage against the podcaster. Oh, and so now somebody wants to let me tell you something. If a woman has been assaulted by you and she's coming out and saying it, I believe her, because otherwise, if you're just having sex with Academics, I don't think anybody would want anybody to know that. That's something that you keep to yourself. If you are fucking a nigga like Academics, right, for a bag or for whatever he can trick on you, because he is a simp and a trick, okay? And you're doing stuff with him, that's like something you would definitely want to keep to yourself. So if he actually harmed you and she's coming out, because the embarrassment of actually saying that, oh, you were in intimate like proximity to this man, that's embarrassing. I wouldn't tell no fucking body if I was fucking somebody like Academics. I wouldn't tell a goddamn soul. Like Megan Thee Stallion, you would have to get me on a motherfucking stand and a hand on the Aesop Book of Fables for me to admit. Yeah, no, absolutely not. So y'all let me know what you think about it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. He's like the king of the incels. He despises women. I can see him using power and dominance over an unconscious or a blacked out woman, right? I don't believe that anyone is willingly having sex with Academics. Like I said, I don't even see black girls messing with him to that capacity to be in intimate partners. The kind of girls that I envision Academics with are white girls and white Latinas. The girls that are following after want to be like Kim Kardashian. Those girls who are, they kind of like remind me of like Blueface's for child's mother, Jaden. Like those type of girls are the girls that I could see them like the girls that used to be sitting around Fresh and Fit. Them girls that have, they just see a black man and they think, oh, let me get me a black man, and they know black men have the way that they are about non-black women, and they see them as status symbols, and they take that to their advantage and end up, finding a trick like Academics or the rest of these trick ass niggas, simp ass, bitch ass niggas. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's see what else is happening. I like the way you move, dance, 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 and do a little. Just come show me. This girl, I've been seeing this girl on the internet for the last 2 years, and apparently she's now married. But all of her videos were pandering, dick worshiping, I'm a submissive woman videos, right? There's nothing wrong with being submissive to a man. This, like, she's a traditional, toxically traditional woman who takes pride in being a maid, a mattress, and a mule. And she made a video about how this would upset modern women. Listen, if you are a traditional woman and you want to bust tables and be somebody's goddamn servant, more power to you, girl. But don't get on the internet talking about traditional women are not going to like this. Of course, modern women are not going to like busting tables for a nigga whose draws is probably shitty. Nobody. So I want you to hear what she had to say.
That most modern women don't agree with. In no particular order.
These are the things that I do for my husband that most modern women wouldn't agree with. First of all, do for my husband. If he's not doing for you, no modern woman is going to agree with you. A modern woman does for her partner, and he does for her. They're in a collaborative, cooperative. They're not in no goddamn service staff relationship with their partner like you stupid ass bitches are. Yeah, I said for 2024, I'm gonna give you hoes the fucking blues. I'm gonna give y'all the blues. I'm gonna give y'all, especially the ones who come out here and say the shit. Stop speaking to modern women. Speak to traditional women. You are never going to have modern women agree with the bullshit y'all do and putting yourself in pretzels, doing backflips like Simone Biles for a nigga. Putting yourself into a pretzel, changing who you are for a nigga, Shawnee O'Neal. She's a basketball wife, and then she flipped the script and now she's a preacher's wife. Don't nobody want to hear about you and the man being the head of the household and none of that bullshit. All that posturing and signaling you're doing, hang it the fuck up and shut the fuck up and live in your miserable ass existence until you're tired. Listen to her.
For one, things I do for my husband that most modern women don't agree with. In no particular order. Number one, submitting to him. I don't look at me and my husband as equals. He is my head, he is my leader, and I respect and treat him as such. And there's nothing oppressive about it. This man treats me like a princess, and I love it, every single minute of it. When you have a man who you know truly has your best interest at heart, it truly makes submitting come easy. Not always easy, but definitely worthwhile. Number two, I ask him for permission on certain things before I do it. Let's say a group of my girls and I want to go out to a place that we've never been before. I'm not going to just go. I'm going to ask my husband if he's okay with me going before I make any type of plans. And that's out of respect, because if he's not okay with where we're going, or if he's not sure about the location, then I'm not going to go. I also wash his clothes, I clean up after him, I cook for him, I serve him his plate, and I take it back when he's done. Mule. I cater to him. I literally cater to him because he is the king and he should be treated as such. And I let him have the final say on decisions. I trust his judgment at the end of the day, and I know that he's always open to hearing and considering my thoughts, but at the end of the day, he's the man. I let him have the authority, let him have the final say on what works best for us. And even if things don't go as he planned originally, I'm not going to go ha-ha and laugh in his face. I'm going to still be by his side and support him. It's okay. Lesson learned. Now on to the next thing. Period.
Some of the comments. I said, and I remember this girl, I would need to see a man next to her to believe she's married. She clearly suffers from a severe case of pick-me, phallic worship, and low self-esteem. She's rage farming. I hate to see black women, especially dark-skinned black women, behave like this for the attention of men. It's so disgusting to witness. I literally have a visceral reaction to women betraying themselves. I get really mad. I do. Somebody says, I know her. She's married. I don't understand the desire to be a servant that doesn't get paid. Sounds like slavery. Someone else says she's a Hebrew Israelite. I saw that immediately off of her. Went to her page and surprise, surprise, she is. I stay far away from them. Many of their men live to abuse and control women financially, mentally, and physically. Somebody says, why does her complexion matter? I'm not explaining no colorism shit to you in 2024. If you don't fucking get it, you don't fucking get it. Fucking Google it, bitch. For shits and giggles, whenever I see one of them, I always approach them very offhanded. What up, bitch? Where your nigga at? They shake in their booths because they want all black women to see them and their man as God unions. You sound delirious. She's having the time of her life as a married woman. Girl, let me tell you something. You could ask 100 women. I bet you 5 of them are having the time of their life in their marriage. Get the fuck out of here with your fantastical bullshit. Don't nobody want to hear no shit. Here it goes. Sometime which is telling me you'll never achieve, right? Because getting a man is an achievement, all right? But yet you're trying to convince people that she's not happy, and she clearly says she was. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, so I definitely don't approve this message, but maybe you should try getting a husband and then revisit this conversation. She wasn't talking to me. I said she must have got married recently because she's been pandering to men for a long time. If you want to be a maid, a mattress, and a mule for a man, then go right ahead. Break your back, girl, servant girl, bussing tables and shit. There's nothing honorable or admirable about a woman working for a man in any fucking capacity. A bunch of goddamn mules. If you're not being reimbursed for all the shit that you're doing, then, girl, you're getting the short end of the stick. That kind of shit is gross. It's gross to me. I agree with everything except he makes the final decision. Mine a little slow, so I gotta be like, nah, baby got it. So you're the head of household is a little slow. The leader is a little slow. If y'all don't understand that men are not automatically, I don't know. I know the people that I'm talking to know this. Men are not, because they have an overgrown clitoris, are not your automatic leader. They are not. And for you to put yourself and take pride in being in a position of like a literal fucking donkey, a burro, a mule with fucking packs of shit on your back. You got married to become a fucking servant for free, bitch. If you don't go work down at the local Holiday Inn and get paid for your servitude, you fucking dummy. That's how I feel. Happy New Year. Yeah. Shit. Get on my damn nerves. And then I saw this clip of Erica Campbell, I think that's her name, from Mary talking to her daughter. Her daughter is dark skinned. Listen to this conversation and look at how her fair skinned mother denies what this girl is experiencing. When I tell you that pissed me off, if a dark-skinned girl is coming to you, first of all, you encourage your daughters not to see themselves through the eyes of men, or they will never love themselves. They will never love themselves. Encourage your daughters to abandon that. You need to check in with your daughters. Make sure they are not seeing themselves through the eyes of men. Men are fickle. They change their minds. They can't make their minds up. You need to make sure none of your daughters, your nieces, see themselves through the eyes of men, because I promise you, with everything, with every fiber of my being, if your daughters look at themselves through the eyes of men, they will never love themselves. If your daughters are, I'm going to have to pull a Umar on you. You want me to say it 2 more times? You heard what the F I said, right? If your daughters are looking at themselves through the eyes of men, they will never love themselves as long as they are looking through a male lens at themselves. Listen to this conversation. I was so annoyed. Listen to this.
You're not the fat friend, Chris.
I noticed that I'm left out. You know, when guys talk to them, I'm left out. I'm left to the side. And I think that's why.
Guys talk to you.
It's different. It is.
And do you think it has something to do with your size?
Absolutely. I know it is. I'm not saying that no guys want chubby girls. I'm just saying that that's personally me.
But I don't think that's the case. I think that's the way you're saying it.
Because it's not that I'm ugly or something. Am I ugly?
No. Why would she ask me that? Why would she ask me am I ugly? I'm your mama. I only see beauty in your eyes.
What size of
No, baby. You're gorgeous. You know, look at this face. This is my face. It's brown. It's a combination.
That's something too. A lot of the guys like Western girls.
Like what?
A lot of the guys like Western girls. Look at our family. Look at our family. You and Dad, light skin, dark skin. Auntie and Uncle Ted, light skin, dark skin. Auntie and Uncle Des, light skin, dark skin.
She's clocked it.
The only two dark skin families is Auntie Lisa, Uncle Errol, and Nan and Grandpa.
That's still true. That's still, it's not. Look at all these beautiful brown women in the world. Look at Gabrielle Union. She's brown,
wait,
gorgeous, amazing husband. Look at Kelly Rowland, beautiful. Like, these are beautiful brown women everywhere.
Mom,
all around you.
Why are you denying it?
You don't really know exactly how it feels, you know?
You're not the fat friend, Chris.
Like, you're literally sitting there and lying to your daughter. Like, literally lying to your daughter instead of telling her, listen, we live in a world where everybody seems to think that white is right. So even where there is a color spectrum of us, they are going to think lighter is better. It is an illusion of white superiority that a lot of these people have assimilated to, and their lenses are, oh, it's just a preference. No, you have been fed a bias, an unconscious bias, where these little boys, they don't even understand why they don't like dark-skinned girls. But then you have your daughter, and that's what she says, I'm chubby. What I say? White, male, heterosexual, Christian, and thin. She's not light-skinned or white, and she's a little chubby. You don't even get it. And then you sit there and deny her the truth. You gaslight her. So now she's going to be like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm overreacting. No, my dear, you live in a society where light is seen as right. And boys, if you like boys, they are growing up in a society where they also believe that light is right. So they are going to, quote unquote, prefer or focus on light-skinned girls or white girls. You have to know that there is an illusion of white supremacy at play here. And that is the reason why the boys are responding like that. Take it off of her, because that conversation is going to leave her thinking like, damn, is it just me? A lot of these women are running through their lives thinking that something's wrong with them because they're looking at themselves through the eyes of fickle ass men. These men don't know what they want. They change what they want. They had all of y'all, not all of y'all. They had a lot of y'all electively laying on tables to have your bodies filleted. You went and got these obnoxious circus asses, and now these niggas are telling you it's not aesthetically pleasing. And now you've made a permanent decision over a motherfucker who will change their mind every 5 to 10 years. And you have this little girl who has clocked it. Look at our whole family. All the women are light-skinned. All the men are dark-skinned. Same on, especially on my maternal side. All the sisters, light-skinned. All the husbands, dark-skinned. As black as a cast iron skillet. And my grandmother even used to make jokes to my grandfather. You thought I was a white woman. That's what she always used to do. She'll get in front of him, even in their old age. My grandmother would get in front of my grandfather and say, yeah, you thought I was a white woman. Because it's her blonde hair, fair skin, and gray eyes. That little girl has clocked it. And then you want to deny it. There's a lot of dark-skinned girls. No, tell the truth. Tell your children the truth. Don't have, especially these girls in a patriarchy. Stop lying to these girls. Tell her, boys see light-skinned girls. They've been trained in society that's programming you. And then you want to deny her experience? I said, encourage your daughters not to look at themselves through the eyes of men. She'll never be happy with herself. She needs to explain colorism to her immediately. Here's somebody else. Classic example of hearing but not listening. She failed her daughter when she refused to acknowledge colorism exists. Right, because just like white people, if you acknowledge that it exists, then you have to acknowledge that you benefit from it. And you don't want to acknowledge that. So you lie and gaslight and act like the shit don't exist. When I saw it pissed me off to see her, to watch, like literally watch her deny her daughter's experience. I am telling you, that's the same shit when Amara La Negra went up to the Breakfast Club and she was talking about light skin, dark skin, and then Charlemagne said, are you sure that's not just the way you're seeing it? Yes, nigga, that's the way I'm seeing it. You're not going to deny what I'm seeing. You're not going to lie to me and deny what I'm seeing. And tell me that is like the definition of gaslighting. That's not, no. Kelly Rowland has, Gabrielle Union, girl, shut up. You failed your daughter and your daughter clocked it and you completely dismissed her observation as if it's not true. And then when she tells you there's only 2 couples in our family where both of the man and the woman are dark skinned. Well, that's 2. The daughter has noticed the truth. You're light skinned, so you really don't know how it feels. Sometimes you have to have the balls to be honest. Baby, you're thicker, but you're young and you're growing into, and things could easily change. However, if this is something you want to work on, you can do that. We can change up what we're eating. We can work out and make sure it's for you. No, fuck that. No, fuck that. You're not going to put in her head if that she wants to change her body so she can be more, I gotta go. You're not encouraging your daughters to change their bodies so they can be more desirable, because what will that lead to? Laying on a fucking table, going under the knife, making drastic decisions to her body. No, I would tell her, no, you're fine just the way you are. If you want boys, there are some boys that like you, but we live in a society that props up skinny women. Light skin, skinny. Stop lying to your daughters. Stop it. Because they're literally gonna, I feel like crying, because they're literally gonna go into this world with blinders on, not knowing how these men are looking at them. And you're gonna deny her whole experience? Girl, you failed. Boys at your age, bitch, at every fucking age of the game. She said boys at your age are silly and they'll follow the crowd. At your age, it's hard. At every age, stop lying to these girls. I would tell them the real story about men so they can be prepared. You letting your daughters go out here and they're sitting ducks because you won't tell them the fucking truth. Come on. The fact she broke it down multiple ways and gave example, lady, don't piss me off. I wish Erica would have listened more than quickly responding with look at Gabrielle and Kelly Rowland. Erica naming 2 chocolate girls in relationships doesn't negate what she's saying. Colorism is very real and her daughter is experiencing it. I hate that she even had to ask if she's ugly. You know how many little girls are running around thinking they're ugly because these stupid ass little boys don't like them, and these stupid ass little boys don't like them because they're being fed images. They're being programmed. Y'all gotta tell these kids the fucking truth. Stop lying to your kids. Y'all not gonna raise my pressure. Y'all not gonna raise my pressure. This poor little girl thinks she's ugly and she's beautiful. I would never tell you, do you want to work on your body? No, fuck that. Fuck these niggas. You tell your daughters, fuck these boys. They'll never make up their mind, and they always change their mind. The best thing you can do is be yourself and explain to her why the boys are acting like this. They are being programmed, my dear, with images. We live in a and under a system of patriarchy, white patriarchy, where every motherfucker is infected with the illusion of white supremacy. Everybody. And when we're trying to tell you, you got to unlearn this shit that's programmed in you from day fucking one. From day one. Why would you lie to your daughter? Boys are silly. These motherfucking niggas be old as fuck and silly as fuck. Why are you lying to them? Y'all be trying to put honey on shit. Like literally. I hate that she even had to ask if she's ugly. So she's so beautiful, and the way she's able to identify color, how colorism affects her, and how it shows up in her family and community, shows how smart she is. She already clocked it. Everybody in our family, all the women are light-skinned, all the men are dark-skinned. Why? Why? Look at your own families. Look at your own families. And all the light-skinned men, their wives are dark-skinned. Look at them. She's not lying, especially when it comes to Los Angeles, California, period. I grew up in Cali as a dark-skinned woman, and I dealt with colorism my whole childhood. She definitely not lying when it comes to men preferring lighter-toned women. And it's not even a preference. It is something that they have been programmed, and their brains are so fucking malleable and easily contorted so that you can actually walk through life believing that light is better. Let me see what else was going on here. Those are the things that I saw this morning. I think that's it's 48 minutes. I didn't realize it's 48 minutes. I gotta go. It was one more thing that I had left a comment on. Oh no, not this one. I can't find it. Don't ask me no dumbass question talking about as a dark-skinned woman, what are you talking about? Shut up! You know what the fuck I'm talking about. All you fucking light-skinned people denying colorism, y'all some fucking idiots too. Y'all done pissed me off. I don't like y'all lying to little girls. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Stop lying to your daughters. Tell them the truth. I would rather tell my daughter the truth than let some fucking man change her perception. You want him to change her perception, or would you rather let her know? And arm your children. Arm your children with the truth. Arm them with the truth. You got her out here with no armor on in this fucking world where these men ain't shit. By and large. And she's already clocked it. She don't even look like she's 16 years old. She might be 16 or 17, 15. Explain to her. And if you can't explain it, find somebody in a fucking video that can explain it. Don't send me because I'm cussing too much. They may not receive it. I'm hollering. I don't want to holler at these girls. Because you got to tell them for real. I'm going to tell you the truth about what you're about to experience when you decide you want to be. And first of all, a lot of these little girls, they don't even fucking like little boys. They just think that that's what they're supposed to fucking do. They just think it's what they're supposed to do. Because just as these little boys are being programmed with images of light-skinned women and white women and whoever else the fuck, lighter-toned women, lighter-complected women, these little girls are being programmed too. They think I'm fat. Oh, do you want to start changing your body? No, you don't tell her that. If they don't like fat girls, you don't want nobody that don't like you the way you are. Period, young lady. If he doesn't like you the way you are, you better not change yourself to appease to him. How many little girls, they start liking boys and all of a sudden their whole little fucking identity is gone? Because they're trying to like everything this little boy likes, trying to take on his interest. No, y'all better start teaching your girls and the opposite of all this shit. Counter everything that they are going to be met with in the world. Give them the cliff notes. Give them the tools. Let them know. There's a lot of men out here that like light-skinned women. I'm gonna tell you why. Don't change yourself to appease to a man, because he's not gonna appreciate you any fucking way. Don't change yourself for no one. If she comes to you on her own thing and says, hey, I want to start exercising, eating right, or whatever the fuck, she might just have extra body fat on her because she's still a girl, a little girl. Hello? You don't, a little girl comes to you and tells you the little boys don't like her because she's fat. You don't respond with, do you want to start changing the way you eat and working out? Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, if these niggas don't like you the way you are, fuck them. Shit. And it's too many old ass women who don't even understand that. There are women who go get enhancements, beauty enhancements for themselves to boost their self-esteem. But because I know the way this system works, the majority of women going to get plastic surgery, beauty enhancements, they are doing it to make themselves more desirable to the opposite gender. That's what they're doing it for. Like I said, I'll say it again, because sometimes y'all act like y'all can't hear what I'm saying. There are some women who go and have enhancements, liposuction, whatever the fuck else, for themselves, and they're doing it for themselves. But the majority of women laying on tables, having doctors cut their bodies open, they're doing it to be more attractive to men. And you're not going to tell me they're not. And I bet you I can go find a fucking survey that will support what I'm saying. Shit, you done pissed me the fuck off. I'm tired of that. That really makes me upset to know that this woman like literally sat there and gaslighted her daughter. I'm telling you what I'm witnessing. How in the world do you deny that when you know that it exists? You deny it because you know you benefit from it. That's why. I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Stop lying to your daughters, nieces, any little girls that you are in community with. Tell them the truth. Even if you hear them over talking about some shit, correct it immediately. We cannot keep having these little black girls out here unarmed. What is wrong with y'all? You niggas is crazy. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Let me go home so I can roll me a joint. Because y'all done pissed the diva off. Raising my pressure on the second day of the year. I really felt like crying because I'm like, you can't, come on. You can't do that. You can't do that to your daughters. Y'all got to tell your daughters the truth. And again, if you can't explain it, find a video of a girl explaining it so that they can hear it. And these younger girls, these younger Gen Z girls, they're getting it. So find a girl who's relatable to your daughter so that she can see, girl, it's not you, it's them. Peace.